Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest celebrity news, but I don't think I have any. Reality TV, which is going to be The Valley Season 2, Episode 1. And of course, today's Jeff Lewis Live. Oh my gosh, how are you? Thank you for everyone that is already on over on YouTube. Shout out everybody on TikTok. If you want to get in comments, join us over on the YouTube channel. And of course, if you miss this halfway through, join us over on the YouTube and you can watch the replay, or you can, of course, listen anywhere you get your podcast at Sarah from Texas. Shout out everybody. How are you? Are you off work today? Did anyone get the day off for Good Friday? I was almost surprised, but I kind of remembered that Sirius XM, this isn't one of their days off. So when Jeff said he was going to be on today, I was like, okay, then we'll come on. So anyways, my kids are off Friday and Monday. So I think they've just kind of made it a big, long holiday for anyone that travels and gives them time to get back. So, ooh, I just took a shower. I pulled my hair up, didn't wash it. As you can see, it's dry. Pulled it up into a little chippy clippy. But this isn't from Ozempic. This isn't from the weight loss shot. This is about a normal amount of hair I lose all the time. But anyways, I can't stand losing hair. Anyways, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. And let's get started. Oh, just got off. Welcome, Ray Day's Beauty Lookout. Love it. If anyone is new, welcome, welcome, welcome. We love to hear where you're from, what you think, your opinions. Get comfortable in comments. It is a great community of chumpettes. There's also this StreamYard link that you can click, and I do have the comment in the comments over there that you can come on with your questions or comments. So we should have time at the end of the day for that. Okay, starting off, Jeff definitely gave us an update on him and MJ. So we will definitely be chatting about that after the Valley. But girl, guess who got up into my TikTok comments? Kendra Tookes. I have been saying her name wrong. Tookes. Just, I love pronouncing people's names right. Like if I don't know math, I know grammar. I know spelling. Okay. Tookes just looks like it would be Tookes, but it is not. And I have it in my brain as Tookes, and it's not. It's Tookes like books. So I just got a notification before I got into the shower that it was like a comment on my TikTok video about Kendra from yesterday or the day before, and her and Jeff Lewis's little, what do they call him, baby chump drama, whatever. And Kendra was like commenting like, it's Tookes like cooks. Please pronounce my name right. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I will do it. So Kendra Tookes like books. And then she's responding because somebody said, I've got my phone. Let me see. Somebody said something like she was, let me read it right. I don't want to misread it. Let me see what this person commented, because Kendra came back at her and I was like, ooh, what's the drama going on here? Let me see. Where is the Kendra Tookes video? Well, geez Louise. Is it deleted? Did TikTok take it down? No, there it is. Okay. In comments, Kendra Tookes, somebody said, well, we need to see what baby Chump looks like, which I've been sent a couple of pictures of him. He's cute. You know what I mean? Somebody said she was rude at CC, which I'm assuming she meant ChumpCon. And Kendra 3 hours ago said, details, please. Are you the girl who got weird with me after the live show? And I'm like, Jul, are you the girl that got weird with her after the live show? And what does weird mean? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. So curious. Anyways, Jeff talked about her today, definitely said that she was so much fun. She was so nice. He definitely wants to have her back at ChumpCon next year. And he kind of said she was at the meeting. I don't know. I'm getting it mixed up. But I thought he said that she was at the the meeting so she knew where to go. So I just think she thought, you know what? I'm doing audience questions. I'm going to go sit down in the audience. And that's what she did. So she got there in time. She did her job. Everyone that has messaged me or commented in my videos have said that were at ChumpCon have said that she was not drunk. She hit everything. She went to everything. So anyway, oh girl, Annie's like, I couldn't either. Annie Hernrich? I have no idea her. Horohonicch. Horohonicch. I still can't pronounce my own last name. Annie, I know. I've talked to you on the phone and I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I've never said it. I just keep it simple with Annie. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Thank you for everyone telling everybody a happy Good Friday. If you don't celebrate Easter, then happy Friday, because that's something to celebrate anyways, right? We've got our family coming in town. One of my college girls already flew in this morning, so she's been here all day. The two others will drive home tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. One is driving home later today, and one is driving home tomorrow because she's got a master's class tonight. Remember, she's the one getting her master's in accounting. She'll be an auditor, and she has a master's class tonight. And she has a master's class tomorrow, and it's only like a 3.5-week class, so you can't miss anything. They don't give a crap that it's Easter weekend. So we will work around those plans, but we are also going to do a family fundraiser walk in the morning. And we're not that family. Like, we've just never been that family. First of all, I gave up running marathons after 3.5 years. Because, I got married, started having babies, got pregnant 6 months later. I was just busy, but also I knew that running and wearing high heels hurt my bunions, made them worse. So I did make the decision forever ago to quit running. Now, I still like walking, but when my daughter, who plans to run a half marathon this year, said, oh, I really want to run this 6K, which is just over 3 miles, to kind of get ready for the half marathon that I want to run later this year. Do you want to do it with me? And I was like, sure. Forgetting that my doctor has told me this week. I mean, we signed up before my doctor's appointment with the podiatrist. But now, knowing the podiatrist has told me, quit walking, quit working out. Anything you do that activates the tendon on your right foot is just pushing what did he say? He basically meant like you're just pushing it and making it worse. You're just pushing it down the line. You know what I mean? So anyways, so I will be there today picking up, I think it's 5 of us maybe, and a family friend, my 6th daughter, as I call her. A couple of us are just going to walk. I am definitely going to walk. And then a couple of them are going to run. So, but I did, when my doctor told me not to be walking, I was like, I don't think he's going to love that I'm doing a 6K on Saturday. Like, that's not going to be a good thing. Anyways, let me know what your plans are for Easter. Do you cook? Do you mix it up? Do you do a potluck? Do you go to a restaurant? Do you eat leftovers from Thursday night? Do you cater it in? We are catering it in this year. So tomorrow I'll be hosting my brother and his family, and we will do the adult egg hunt, because now all the grandkids, all their grandparents are passed away already, but all the cousins, as I will, or 7 of them, do an adult Easter egg hunt. So we put money in there, we put candy. So anyways, they do that, but then we will pick up barbecue. And a lot of us are eating healthy. Like y'all know, my sister-in-law has been on the weight loss shot, so she is getting healthy. So am I. Some of my girls are choosing to eat very healthy lately, and they have turkey there. So it is so good from this barbecue restaurant, and it's got to be so much healthier than, the beef, the ribs, the sausage that's so delicious. But, I've done that, girl. I've had everything. Southern Belle says, please get your molded fitted orthotics for most of your shoes. Game changers. I've had them since 19. So when I had the first bout of plantar fasciitis in both of my feet. I went to the doctor 2 weeks after I delivered my 5th baby. So I had a 2-week-old, a barely 2-year-old, a barely 4-year-old, a 5.5-year-old, and an 8-year-old, okay, to take care of full time. But that is one of the things we did amongst everything under the sun, trying to get that plantar fasciitis to go away. Nothing worked. And my $500 custom inserts from 15 years ago, no telling what they cost now, they just didn't make anything feel better. And I was trying to switch them out into all my different shoes. So it was just annoying. You know what I mean? Southern Belle says you have to use orthotics all the time. Well, that's just not going to happen. I'm just not that practical. I mean, sandals, I did buy very expensive sandals that were made in like, gosh, where was it? Gosh, where were they made? Anyway, some country, and they had, cork, and they had orthotics, for whenever I did need to dress up because, anyways, trust me, I've tried everything for my feet. But, I got to be practical. Like right now, I've got the shoes on, the little slip-ons, but soon I will put on the tennis shoe, lace-up tennis shoes. It's just, I literally just got out of the shower, literally 4 minutes before we went live. So, y'all do roast beef. Is that common? So in the US, it seems like ham is very common. So I am buying a ham for Sunday. I like ham, especially the Black Forest ham or the sugar and the brown sugar, all the good stuff. But, D. Okay. So D says she paid $350 a couple of years ago and they didn't work for her. And it's really impractical to wear them all the time. Like who wears tennis shoes all the time? Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, she's on now and she'll be here. Oh, okay. Somebody named Alana. Roast beef is what they're cooking. Okay. What's that? Oh, Annie, how fancy. She is spending Easter at the Naples Yacht Club in Florida. Fancy pantsy. Please don't do the 5K. Really? Oh my gosh, I'll be in so much pain. I mean, I walk now though. I don't know. I do try to never go barefoot. That's why I have these slip-on tennis shoes now. But what is Carrie and Callahan's? A fancy place? I don't even know. Oh my gosh. I do hate pain too, but I tolerate it just out of being practical. Anyways, lamb. Oh, I've never tried lamb, but I do see it sometimes at Costco. I think I'm going to buy lamb soon. Although it sounds really sad, like a little lamb. Oh, my daughter who is getting kind of a medical degree, the one that's a freshman in college, she had a lab last night and she sent us a picture. Okay, alert. Of a tiny pig, a whole pig that they had to dissect. It didn't even gross her out at all. You know what I could smell from that picture? Formaldehyde. But I do want to try. Wait, lamb is a baby cow? Wait, what? Lamb is greasy? Oh, why do I think lamb would be super healthy? Get the lamb lollipops. Now that sounds delicious. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all are making me hungry. I haven't had lunch yet. Anyways, okay. So to be continued on Kendra Tookes like books. She will be on Jeff Lewis Live next week. I will keep you posted if this girl answers how she was rude to her on her ChumpCon experience and what she means by that, because I have a feeling Kendra's going to get the notification and check it. Where does that keep going? Okay, I was going to say, why do I keep not seeing the comment? She was rude at ChumpCon. Details, please. Are you the girl who got weird with me after the live show? Well, I want to hear about the girl who got weird with her after the live show. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's chat. The Valley, season 2, episode 1. What did you think? How were you looking forward to it like I was? This light, I'm trying to make it a little calmer. It was a little bright. Everyone had said, or I don't know about everyone, I haven't really heard anyone talking about it, to be honest with you. I did hear somewhere that it reminded them of old school Vanderpump Rules. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I want. I was a day one, my husband and I both watching Vanderpump Rules. We were fascinated by the fact that these hot, young, attractive, wild people were working together, sleeping with each other, best friends, dating, fighting, all the things, and still working at SUR in Hollywood. So we were fascinated by the show. Now, over the years, obviously, they've grown up. Jax Taylor, it's like, when are you going to stop being such a douchebag? But here he is, 45 years old and still a douchebag. Oh my God, no way. That's so exciting. I want to hear have you ever been? I think you have. I think we've DM'd and you've been before. Beverly says, I was thinking of you. We're going to Rails tomorrow night for dinner. So if you don't know Real Housewives of New Jersey, that is one of the places they've been to multiple times on the show. That's where a lot of stuff has happened. And the finale from the last season was at Rails. So, and it's literally right over a railroad tracks, like a steakhouse, right? Kind of a fancy place. I think it's like a steakhouse. So anyways, oh my gosh, now I want a lamb lollipop, Christina. Like, I've never seen that at a restaurant. I've seen lamb at restaurants, but I've never thought to get it. Thoughtin', is that a word? Thoughtin'? I've never thunk. What's the word? What's past tense of thought? I have never thought to get it before. I don't even know. Christina says the bone is Frenched, and it's a cute circle of meat at the end of the bone that you hold like a stick. Sounds so good. There's people that don't like meat on a bone. Like, that shit doesn't bother me at all. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Oh, Lisa says Matlock season 2 finale. Season 2-hour finale was so freaking great last night. Love Jason Ritter. Oh my God, I love that. Okay. Didn't love it. As much as I wanted it to make me think of old school Vanderpump Rules, it feels like the first season did. It feels like they're all not that really good of friends. It feels like they just go and have a margarita together. I feel like Nia and her husband, oh God, what's her husband's name? The cutie patootie guy that was on TV. Whatever his name is, the one that are now pregnant with their 4th kid, but they have 3 kids at home in this tiny condo that from the outside looks not so, I don't know. It looks very reality. Like, it looks like just a normal old condo. And Danny, thank you. Last season, he was pretty much saying, hey, let's go out to the burbs, Santa Clarita. Let's buy a house. I want a backyard. The kids are getting old. Well, they're toddlers. The kids are taking up a lot of space. And clearly, as we can see, they still live in that tiny condo. So now we know in real time she's pregnant with her 4th kid. So she must have talked him into having another baby. Jax is still Jaxing, wearing the Jax hoodie, wearing the Jax cap. It totally reminded me of Teresa Giudice in her last season, probably her final season, of Real Housewives of New Jersey. I thought there was a roach or a bug on my foot. It was driving me. I was like, why is there a bug up here? But there's nothing on my foot. Okay. Teresa Giudice, her last season of Real Housewives of New Jersey, every single episode, every one, she was wearing the Namaste Bitches merch, the pants, the t-shirt, the hat, everything. And then in real time, we knew that her and Melissa Feaster, who she co-hosted the podcast with, had this huge falling out, and they had just stopped the podcast last April. So we knew that in real time, but that didn't stop her from wearing her merch all the time. Same thing that Jax Taylor is doing. Yes. Well, we get Texas roaches, and I thought, oh my God, why would there be a roach crawling on my foot? But anyways, it's not. I as much as I don't want to admit it. Mary says, I think the whole Vanderpump has run its course. I can't watch Jack's ass or any of them. I mean, I will absolutely watch the reboot of Vanderpump Rules whenever it comes out. They've only been filming for a couple of weeks now, but the Valley is just trying too hard. I feel like I don't want to know about most of them. Jesse and Michelle are just toxic. I feel like he is so gross and he's like, well, I think they're about the same age. I think they're exactly the same age. No one. Jax and Jesse both just douchebags, right? They both have kids around the same age, both have one kid, both are going through a separation, divorce, not so friendly at all. Like they should just become besties for real. But it opens up Jax basically, upset that Brittany is dating a guy and that he had caught the pictures of that. So in real time, I will let you know, a chumpette had told me that this was going on, but it was so close to it in whoever it was, and I don't even know who it was that ended up knowing about it. We ended up seeing some more stuff about this that, something big happened. Something happened and production was there, something with Brittany, something with Jax, and that's why he ended up going to rehab or whatever this medical facility was that he went. It all plays out because exactly what I was told is what happened. He lost his temper. He found out that she was dating somebody, and it's a friend of his named Julian that's been in the show. They'd become really good friends like the last year. And, so he's pissed off that his wife was with her. And I'm like, dude, you've been cheating on everyone your whole life. You've been just an awful human being. And the fact that y'all are separated, living in separate places, you both agree that you can date other people, but when you get it confirmed that she's dating a friend of yours and you go ballistic and literally throw a coffee table and it hits her knee. Yeah. Now notice, they didn't put that on video, right? But I am told that they were filming whenever that happened and that production was like, oh shit, like this is really bad. Lynn says, I heard they were filming at TomTom or the Toms on the reboot. They talked about TomTom yesterday. Tom Schwartz ends up being on the show, but on the reboot. I'm sorry, on Vanderpump Rules reboot. Oh, that wouldn't shock me at all. That wouldn't shock me at all if they go to TomTom, just because it's all in the same area and it feeds into Vanderpump Rules and it, pays her bills. Like that wouldn't shock me at all. But I don't know. I don't think I've seen much at all. Did TomTom shut down? I didn't think it did. What I heard is that I hope it did. And it was a cute place. I've eaten at it. A bunch of us chumpettes ate there one night. I feel like she bought them out. So Tom and Tom don't own it at all. And then Schwartz and Sandy is what closed down. Schwartz and Sandy's. So yeah. So that one shut down. So what do the Toms do for money now? Like if they bought them out, how much money was that? Did they work so hard and promote TomTom so much that maybe it was worth so much money and they made a lot of money? Like, I don't know, because they're not getting Vanderpump Rules checks for a long time. And they're not on the reboot. So I don't know. Like, how are Tom and Tom paying their bills? I don't know. Ryan says the Valley wrapped filming in early September of 2024 is when they finished. Ooh, she had? How do you know? Della? Is it Della or Delia? Della says Lala had hooked up with this guy too, Julian. He wasn't even that cute, was he? But, oh my God, don't forget. Wait, am I getting them all mixed up? Did Lala and Jax ever hook up? Am I making that up? I'm thinking when Jax and Kristen obviously dated or hooked up when he was dating. Jax and Kristen hooked up when she was dating Tom Sandoval, but I don't think Jax and Kristen ever hooked up. Did they? Am I forgetting? I mean, so many of those people have. I don't think Lala hooked up with Jax. Okay, Bridget says. Okay, thank you. Oh my God. Mary says, I think Lala hooked up with everything but the cooks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Jax is mad that she cheated on him, but then he realized after he talked to a therapist that he's the problem. He's the reason for everything. He shut down their marriage. He ruined their relationship. He's the one that's not doing well with his own life. So now we know in real time, he's now recently admitted to a big cocaine problem, an alcohol problem. He's got anger issues. He needs to get his shit together. But so she is planning this big white party. And I'm like, for what? Who paid for the white party? Like, did y'all see that? It was at this big outdoor event. They're drinking. There's lots of people that they don't even show. It didn't say like, oh, Brittany's friends or these people's friends. I was like, Who paid for this? Like, does production pay for that thing? I don't even know. But Jax gets pissed off because, of course, she's not going to invite him. They're not on good terms at all. And honestly, nobody's on good terms with Jax. They all see him spiraling. Tom Schwartz at the end of the show, they see him like getting a drink with Jax, and he's like, look, you got to get your shit together. Like, I see you spiraling. Kristen tells him, dude, you're spiraling. Like, you got to get it together. It's crazy. They don't even show his party. I'm not sure if they're going to show that next episode, but they show her white party. Jesse and Michelle are there. So I don't think Jesse brought his new girlfriend, but he's apparently dating someone. So remember, they live in Hollywood. They all live in, well, wherever they live, the Valley. Okay. So they live in the suburbs of Hollywood, of Los Angeles. About an hour south with no traffic is Newport. Okay. So Orange County. So that is where Jesse lives, or that's where Jesse is dating this new girl. So very far. They are arguing already about their 4-year-old daughter, Isabella, and where she's going to go to school. And Jesse was being such a douchebag, saying, well, the schools are better down there. And what if I just took her full time, went to the courts. They ain't got all this money for their attorneys. They are not Richie Rich. They do not have all this money. They're realtors, but they don't have all this money. You know what I mean? Yay, V, welcome. Made it to a live. Welcome. Yeah. LTD says, we wondered too who paid for that white party. Like, that is not cheap for all of them to be drinking. I mean, I'm assuming that was free. If you host a party, I would like to think you're paying for the drinks, right? I don't know. I don't even know if they're going to show Jax's party or not. Yes, for sure. I remember, don't y'all remember that air conditioner when they would turn the microwave on and then the air conditioner would stop, or vice versa? Like the apartment that Tom and Kristen lived in was so bad. Heather's like, Jax and Kristen hooked up while she was living and dating Tom Sandoval on their sofa while he was asleep in the bedroom. What's the movie? They were watching a movie. It's about the cars. The Fast Cars movie, the one that has like, anyways, that's what movie they were watching, I think. So crazy. D says, I listened to Jack's podcast with Tom Schwartz, and Jack says he's California sober. Why do people think that is being sober? Well, I know. And to me, if you have addiction issues, which I'm assuming he would like to admit to, that Fast and Furious. Yes, Yvonne Gal, Fast and Furious is the movie they were watching. If he has addiction issues, I would think that would make him, even though they think, oh, it just makes you tired, it just makes you eat, whatever. It's whatever Jax is doing, it's not working for him. Like, he needs to be 1,000% sober. He needs to be on his A game. They've got a young child now that they've admitted has been diagnosed with autism. He gets the child. I think now he has to have supervision to have a cruise by himself, which obviously she's been given reasons to do that. You know what I mean? It's a mess. I don't know. I do like Zach better this season. His hair is better. He seems a little less bitchy. I think when he and Kristen were together, they were just bitchy people together. Him and Brittany, now he is from Kentucky. I want to say he and Brittany went to like high school together or something. Like, somehow they know each other. And I feel like he moved out to LA either when she did or after that, whatever. Now they're on the outs. Like, I don't know what's going on, but he and Brittany are not that good of friends right now. So he is saying that Brittany is up Janet's ass. And obviously Janet is pissed off at Zach and Kristen. It's crazy. It's crazy. For sure. Raquel says Jax has also had that's who we're talking about. Jax has also had addiction issues since the beginning. We could all see it throughout our screens. For sure. Mariah says, if they did film Jax throwing things around the house or at Brittany and not intervening, I feel like that would be a major liability. He's no doubt emotionally abusive towards her. I mean, I don't know that cameras were up. It was so long ago when this chump out was telling me about it because it was in real time. but I was asked not to say anything about it, which obviously, and then we were hearing inklings, right? People were saying, like I said, oh, he moved. He went to this rehab for some major reason. Something happened with production, like it was a big deal. I definitely think Brittany is done protecting Jax, though. She has finally seen the light. She is finally like, look, I realize it does me no good to help cover up all of his flaws and all of that. Like, he needs to be himself. I feel like it too. Southern Belle says Jax is a massive sociopath. He's easy to diagnose. He lies. He thinks he's the number one guy in the group. He's really gross. He's had titty surgery. Like, remember, to get the fat out of his boobs? Well, that's because he was taking all those steroids and the medicine to get them all pumped up. It's crazy. Oh, wow. And hey, Annette. Wait, is that caller Annette? No, that's a different Annette. We have two Annettes on here. Well, I don't know if caller Annette is on here today. Hers is Miss Lupo is her name. Annette says Sheena said on her podcast that Janice had serious mental health and sadly earlier in her life was suicidal, and that was what Jack had said. It did not air. Oh. Well, that's a bad accusation. Okay. Look at Sheena knowing all the scoop, and she's not even on that show. Exactly. Raquel says, if this show does not get renewed, what will they do? None of the ones, okay, so clearly Jax and Brittany are the most famous. I don't know who's more financially stable. And by that, it doesn't mean how much money you bring in each year. It means how much money you got left at the end of the year, right? So of this group, I would maybe think Michelle and Jesse, because Jesse's in his mid-40s and at least appears to have been stable in his career. But, just because you're in real estate in LA or in the burbs of LA doesn't mean you make a lot of money. There's so many realtors. There's only so many. Yes. And he's had 3 nose jobs, Michael Riley says. Yeah, exactly. Dee says, why was Jax not fired by Bravo? So Bravo was good with people using drugs during filming. Well, if reality TV got rid of every person with an addiction issue that they knew about that was not public, we may not have much reality TV, right? There may not be a Traders. There may not be, crazy. Raquel says, Brittany might have to go back to her hometown. Yeah. I think a lot of people, you're right. Southern Belle says it's not easy to be a realtor without a backup source. So I think a lot of some realtors have a side gig. They do other stuff because it's not exactly 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then you clock out. There's lots of gaps. There's lots of free time. You can kind of block out your schedule the way you want so you can make time for another side gig. And I think sometimes they need that, right? Mariah Joy says, I believe everyone is capable of change and growth, but when you're on a reality TV show, how does one ever really change when you're constantly rewarded for one's bad behavior? And that's what I've said a lot of is, we think we want these housewives to be friends, but we're proven that we don't want them to be friends because drama and fighting and picking up a table and throwing it and throwing a glass and all sorts of other things that they've done is what gets the reels made. That's where we get the clips. That's where we get people talking. You know what I mean? And even now, when Bravo let Kenya go for all of that stuff that went down, and she's saying that she showed a picture of somebody's under, people are kind of anti that. They're like, oh, and I'm like, well, what are you going to be mad at? They finally take a stance and then they don't take stances. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I think there was. LTD says, my 29-year-old swears in one of the early episodes of Vanderpump Rules, there was cocaine on the table. And I think someone even says as recently as the last season when they showed Tom Sandoval coming into Rachel's apartment that there was coke on the table there. I think, right? I feel like there was. K Kitty says it's because Lisa Vanderpump protected Jax, which is not actually protecting Jax, right? It's really protecting her and all the other people and that money. It's really protecting Vanderpump Rules. She is an executive producer. She's on it. It promotes her businesses. I mean, do you think anyone, I mean, I've been to Sir, I've been to Tom Tom. Where else have I been? You know, I've been to those places. Why do you think I've been to them? Because they're on TV shows that I watch. That's why people go to those. I went to what's her face's restaurant in Atlanta. What is Candy's restaurant over there in Atlanta? My daughter and I went to that a couple years ago. Oh, is she? Tracy says, I think Kenya is suing Bravo. Ooh, kind of wouldn't shock me. Raquel says, question, what did you think of Kendra Tookes, like books, episode of ChumpCon? I listened to it. What are your thoughts? Oh, we talked about that a lot the other day already. Let's see. Now we know, and I already talked about that too. So check out my posts, my lives this week, because Kendra already came back on her podcast. Was that yesterday or the day before? And said, you know, her rebuttal, and basically says she didn't hook up with the guy and that she went to everything. So I just don't know. I never understood why Jeff was saying she's not hired for any, you know, time next year, that he wants her to come back. She was a good time. The fans loved her. You know, she was very nice. I didn't know if there was a rule that he had saying, do not, like for insurance purposes or something, do not have the chumps hook up with any chump listeners. Like, I just couldn't understand what he was so mad about. Another person let me know, another chumpette thought, and a lot of people are saying this, that he was kind of slut shaming her for hooking up with baby chump. But she's now saying she didn't hook up with him. Like, we hung out all night. We laughed. I was in he was either in her room or she was in his room. She just says she left at 6 a.m. to go get her flight, and they had a good time, but they did not hook up. So my thoughts are, she did drink a little too much. He also admits that Joey drank a little too much, and he's going to talk to Joey about that for next year. So why did he blast LaKendra and already say she's not invited back to come be as a paid person, but he hasn't said that about Joey? So it's very interesting. Oh, really? That is disappointing, because she always, so K Kitty says, I went to Villa Blanca and it was so run down. That's disappointing that they wouldn't take care of that place, because Lisa Vanderpump said, you bring your wife to Villa Blanca, you bring your mistress to Sir, which I completely agree. I never made it to Villa Blanca, but Sir is so fun. I mean, the night we went, gosh, all the people were there. Her son Max was working. Peter was working. The guy that's her business partner was working. All of them took pictures with us. Like, they know what to do. They know if they take pictures with the people that go into the restaurant, they're going to post it. They're going to tag it. Well, that's going to make other people be like, oh, I want to go to Sir and see people. Because we know a lot of fans would go to Sir and never see the cast actually of Vanderpump Rules working. But I can tell you, Peter, Max, what is her partner's name? The guy that's married to the cute woman, the one that Kristen told to go suck a dick. Maybu says, come on, like he and everyone else didn't think this would happen at ChumpCon. People getting wasted and hooking up. Yeah, it's weird because, Heather says it's because she's female. Lisa says, I used to go out when I was young all the time, and now I'm so happy that I could care less about drinking in bars and weirdos. Happy to stay home. It's not my jam either. I definitely like going out, but I would rather hang out at a not so loud and obnoxious bar where I can hear my friends. We can all hang out and talk. And speaking of, very soon I'll be going to, is it next weekend? I'll be going to Matt Matthews' comedy show with my husband and our friends. Yes, very soon, Matt Matthews coming to Houston. Brenda Bridget said, y'all are so good on the comments today. I'm loving it. And there is 254 people on YouTube. Please make sure you're hitting the thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate it. It does help with the algorithm, and it's just a very nice way to help support me since I do this. Bridget says, I was really surprised that Jeff didn't seem more pissed off about Joey being hungover and rude on Sunday. And now we know Pol and Patrik said he rolled in at 12:38 and the brunch ended at 1. He was being paid by Jeff as entertainment, not to be an asshole. And even Jamie admitted to a couple of people that he kind of had a moment and was like, look, I just need some alone time. But he wasn't an asshole to anyone, I don't think. She was, but she got let go. Deborah says, look, Kendra is amazing. She was on Reality Checked. She's smart, funny, and quick. You were misjudging her terribly. How am I misjudging her? That's interesting take, Deborah. Hey, Lakendra's mom. Just kidding. Kay Kitty says, I hate bars too. Okay, we'll wrap up the Valley, but I don't know. It just didn't excite me. I feel like Jesse and Michelle, I feel like Jesse especially just knows what he's doing, especially when he did his confessional and the producer asked something like, when you said that you were going to take her to court and maybe move and take your daughter just so she can go to a better school in Newport, were you serious about that? And he's like, no, I just wanted to get a reaction out of her. I'm like, well, don't admit that, because that means you're faking the TV show. You know what I mean? Like, gross. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we are going to talk. I wonder where it's at. Where is because every time Pol and Patrik are on, they tease people. Oh, I can't find it. My Anna Nicole Smith book. But anyways, I do have an Anna Nicole Smith book, but I didn't have to pay $25 for it. I don't think I did. Did I pay for it? No, I think someone gave it to me. But anyways. Okay. I love that y'all are in comments though. Oh, okay. Thank you. Deborah says, I didn't mean you were misjudging her, the people with negative comments. Well, I get that, but to me, you have to understand, and I don't know if you mean comments here or just comments in general, the Facebook groups, the Instagram, all, the coffee pictures, everything about Lakendra. Let's just say, I think she knows the game she's playing. Okay. I mean, I think she knows this is Jeff Lewis Live. He's going to say what he wants. I feel like she came back very confidently on her podcast. So she knows this is all good for her in the end of the day. Also, very quickly, next week, she is back on Jeff Lewis Live. So that is not hurting her at all. You know what I mean? So, oh my God, I would love to take. Haley says, how is your GLP-1 journey going? I mean, y'all, I cannot tell you how life-changing this is. Like this morning, my son wanted me to get Shipley donuts. And normally, I mean, sugar, donuts, Shipley's, they have these deviled food donuts that are just delicious. I mean, I took my shot at 5 o'clock last night, but I can tell you, I don't feel it wearing off. So for me, I started with a month of Wegovy, which is semaglutide. I had some like faint headaches, what have you. I had a racing heartbeat a couple of times, which made me super nervous. But then I switched to the compounded tirzepatide. And I do get it from Mochi Health, and I do have a referral code. So I love that they let you earn money to make to make it cost less. So if you refer with your referral code, you will also get $40 off of your medicine. So I love that they do a referral code, but also this medicine just doesn't I feel like I just have science on my side. Like I feel like I have medicine helping me crave the right foods and not give in. Now, could I have eaten a donut? Yeah, but it's almost, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like my brain is just like, I don't even want it. I don't even crave it. But I also, what's big for me is before I was on the GLP-1 medication, I felt like I was a good person if I didn't eat the donut. And then if I ate the donut or 3 or 4, that I was a bad person. And I just don't have any of that anymore. Like I can still go out to dinner. I can still, the social parts of eating is so big, but I feel like this medicine is for so many of us that just always think about food. And I realize there's a lot of people that don't think about food all the time. They might think about other things, but for me also on that, I don't have to constantly think about what I'm going to eat or what snack or what this. It's like I can just go on my day and do other things. So it is working really well for me on the tirzepatide. I have had 0 side effects. Now, I've also stayed on the very lowest dose the whole time. So I started January 13th, did a month of, so this is February, March, April. So I just finished my 3rd full month. And I'm not having any side effects on the tirzepatide. So that's 2 full months on the tirzepatide. So anyways, there is a link in my link tree everywhere, all of my social media, definitely in my YouTube, my TikTok, my Facebook, my Instagram, everywhere. And if you use that referral link, you will get $40 off. But, they mail it right to you. You get to speak to a doctor that focuses on obesity. I've had so many friends ask me, and they would go to their general doctor and they don't know about the medicine. So it's one thing, everyone kind of has their own specialty anymore. So even though, you kind of want a doctor that knows about the weight loss medication, they want to know about different things. Also, I saw on the news yesterday, I'm going to do a video about this soon. There's a pill. So Eli Lilly, is that the name? They are researching and getting a pill. So instead of taking a shot, which I know is a negative for a lot of people, they will have a pill. So then you can just take this pill every single day and it's having the same results as the tirzepatide and the semaglutide. So loving it. I was 188 this morning and I started at 205 on January 13th. So whatever that is. I try not to weigh every day, but I did weigh this morning and I think I was 186 the other day. So I know it fluctuates a little bit. Tracy asked how much weight I've lost. So, anyways, if you have any questions, they have pills now, but I think it's something else. And I think even on Mochi Health, they've got a pill option because I saw it. I do the medicine, I do the injection, and my husband, queues up the medicine for me and all that. But yeah, if you have any questions about it, let me know. But this is going to be a pill that is in 2026, it's going to be approved for diabetes. But by the end of 2025, they expect it to be approved for weight loss. So that's the medicine I'm on, is for weight loss, not for diabetes, because I don't have diabetes now. I feel like the pill is phentermine or something, right? So, but I also love working out. So I know a lot of people are doing this medication without working out. It definitely helps to move your body more or to build muscle, because muscle is always going to burn fat quicker. So there's a whole process to it. But I promise you, the science behind this medicine is what keeps me on track with eating the healthier foods and eating high protein. So, and drinking my water. So, Maybu says, give the pill and the shot and everything else. Give it everything. Yeah. Oh, y'all have the pills. Wait, so what's it called? This name of this, Nikki says, we have got the pills in England. The name of this pill, I literally videoed the news. The TV just happened to be on and they started talking about it. And I was like, what is that pill? It is something. Hold on. They give the name of it. I'm going to tell you what the name of it is. Eli Lilly is the one that's doing it. The science behind it. Okay, here it is. Weight loss pill. Whatever that word is. Can you see it? ORFORGLIPRON. Or for glypin? Or for glypon? No idea. Anyways, weight loss pill. That's the one they were talking about on the news last night. No, definitely not that. Definitely eat your protein. But I promise you, it makes me want to eat my protein first. And normally with my chronic constipation, I haven't been focusing on protein first. Anyways, but thank you for asking. Thank you for everyone that has been so honest, because there are so many Chumpettes that are also on the weight loss medication. They've either started because I talked about it, or they've been doing it for a couple of years already, and they just were not telling anyone. So I thank you for being honest about it, because I feel like once everyone starts talking about it, it's going to be less taboo. And even on that news article last night, they said something like, this is going to help everyone, because so many medical conditions are going to be fixed before they even happen if we can prevent people from being obese. You know what I mean? Get to that point. So me too. And they said it was going to cost less too. It's a lot cheaper to produce a pill than an injectable. Tiba Tambo says, I'm excited for the pill by Eli Lilly. It keeps the cost down for everyone. It's a great step for diabetes as well. Absolutely. I think so too. Cecile says it shouldn't be taboo. Anyways. Okay, today was Rick and Kelly on the first hour. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than it was a complete love affair. Like, Jeff was sucking up to them. Kelly and Rick were sucking up to Jeff. I mean, it was just, it was a little bit of a suck up. I guess we already know, since Kelly called into the radio show yesterday when MJ was on, that they've already made up. They already had a talk. One thing that threw me about this whole Jamie and MJ thing, and I did not see it until after yesterday. So somebody posted, I think in the Facebook group, but also I checked a couple of DMs. I'm still behind on my DMs, so I will read them as soon as I get a chance. But somebody had sent me, I think it was it MJ? I think MJ posted the video saying, oh, about to go on the show, whatever. And Jamie comes up behind her and is like, you've got a lot to say. I'm going to let you talk, but I've got some things to say too. And he basically then alludes to, I'm going to help you and Jeff get back together, be friends again. He said, just follow my lead. Then that just made me feel like it was all kind of planned out and a little bit fake. I don't know. I couldn't wrap, like, I almost didn't even want to see that. You know what I mean? It just made me think differently about it. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. They did talk about ChumpCon a lot. Jeff did get 20 of the rooms comped. So, you know, it is a lot of money, but Resorts World, at the end of the day, it was promoting them. Their name must have been said, 500 times by people. So it promotes them. People were buying food there. People were, buying drinks there, spending money there. Obviously, the people that came, a lot of them were encouraged to stay at Resorts World. But the fact that he didn't have to buy all of their rooms was good, right? Lots of conversation about that. Then Jeff gives an update on MJ. So he said they did have a nice private conversation. MJ had admitted that her feelings were hurt. She felt left out from not being invited to ChumpCon. Jeff said something like, I almost said, like, well, you were the reason for that. And he's like, no, I'm going to not say that this time. Just things are going well. He just said he feels like she was hearing things at the end of the show, that she was just hearing things. He said also he has a soft spot for MJ, which we know, right? I mean, that's why she can do all of these things that other people don't do. And he just kind of runs over it, just like the joke about Poshmark. And I'm like, why does he let her think that's okay? And well, Jeff talked about that again today, because he said Monday they were talking about it. Michael Riley says Rick and Kelly complained about their room today. So Jeff even brought that. That's what I mean. It was a complete love affair. I mean, Jeff to me was kind of bringing up, hey, everyone wants to tell me anytime y'all bitch and moan about anything that they think I'm going to get mad at y'all about, because they're trying to split up our friendship. And he's like, look, I love Rick and Kelly. Y'all can do no wrong. I love the things you say. I mean, they talked about Bravo. He was, it was a complete love affair. I mean, he was basically saying you did no wrong with Bravo. It was crazy. Yes, Tracy says he keeps saying that MJ has a lot of personal things going on. Yeah, but he's just not really giving us. We have to assume it's about her and Tommy, though, right? I don't know. Oh my God, true. Frenchie says, I've never had friends where we had to apologize to each other as much as Jeff and MJ. What are we, 15? So part of that, him saying he's got a soft spot for her, she admits she wants more private time with her, like with him. So like going to dinner, going to have drinks. He doesn't really give private time to anyone. I mean, even when he goes out for drinks, like with Rick and Kelly, even last night, Shane is there. Well, I feel like MJ probably doesn't even want Shane there. I feel like she wants her own time. I'm like, Jeff doesn't really go anywhere without people. So I'm not really sure how that's going to go, but he did say in a few weeks when he gets back from Cabo, they are going to have dinner together or drinks together, something like that. So I don't know. For those that want MJ off the show, y'all have definitely told me. I've definitely seen the comments in the Facebook group and Instagram and everywhere. It's not happening just yet. So that's the update from them. One thing I thought was interesting, they were talking about Bravo in this documentary that came up, and like the one that what's it called, like The Dark Side or whatever it's called. It was about Bravo and housewives, and who were the two people in it? 2 or 3 people. I know Vicky Gunvalson was in it. Basically, Kelly Dodd is like, look, they offered me $2,500 to be on that. Of course, Rick is like, she would have been the star. She would have made that documentary. It would have been everywhere. I mean, Rick is always going to be like plumping up, Kelly's ego, right? But Kelly was like, look, I refused to do it. I didn't think $2,500 was worth it. And also, she says, I never had a problem with Bravo and their executives. I had a problem with Bravo and the executives. I loved the production. Jeff is like, I had a problem with production, but I never had a problem with Bravo executives. But at one point, Kelly said to something about Reza or something, was like, I just want everyone to be nice to each other. All I could hear in my brain when she said that was her annihilating her ex-husband on social media and on the TV show, annihilating Tamra Judge everywhere, annihilating Shannon Bedore. I was like, wait, what? Heather Dubrow. I mean, the list goes on and on. I was like, for Kelly to be like, I just want everybody to be nice to each other. I was like, do you really? Yeah. Annette says Cynthia and Vicky did the documentary. That's right. I don't know. Tracy's like, why does Jeff keep advocating for Kelly to come back to Bravo? She's done. Because Jeff genuinely does want the best for everyone financially and their career. So he knows what a huge deal it would be for her to be back on Bravo. So he is always going to pump her up. Like, I feel like anytime he can talk to someone at Bravo or Andy, he's going to be like, hey, Kelly Dodd's great for ratings, great for whatever. Annie says, I'm sorry, but it's so damn cringy how bad MJ wants to be besties with Jeff. It's so weird, but she's a total bore. She has a lot of personal stuff happening, so why not focus on them? Grown people ass kissing is, I agree. And I kind of thought, I don't know. May I ask how tall you are? 5'7". So I'm 5'7", and I started at my highest weight, which was 205. 205. I don't even think I was 205 ever given birth. Ugh. Oh, LTD. Uh-oh. Here's the scoop. Thank you, Chumpette. Kelly Dodd didn't do the documentary because Rick countered at $12,500. She said it before on her show, or the Smash. Yeah. It was, it was a show, but it was just a bunch of like ass kissing. It was just, Rick and Kelly telling Jeff how amazing he is. And it was Jeff telling Rick and Kelly how amazing they are. I mean, I don't think that makes for a great show. I mean, I don't need drama all the time, but just, I don't need all that sucking up. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, on the second hour was Pol and Patrik. Pol and Patrik. I mean, to say these guys are Energizer bunnies is an understatement. I wish I could find my Anna Nicole Smith book, and I can't find it. Maybe, is that it? No. It must be up there somewhere. Anyways, I just thought it was funny that every time, Jeff will be like, did they talk you into buying this $25 book? And they're like, yes, I did. So I guess Pol, and he put on his Instagram, I guess he got the very similar face peel, this CO2 whatever, So he is on day 4 now, and he's red, but it's going to get worse. It's going to get like brown, and kind of all your skin dies off, and then he's going to look like a little 12-year-old. So he will not need filters anymore. He will always use the light, the Pol and Patrik light, though, to make the best pictures, which it does for sure. He said the worst dress for ChumpCon was Jamie and Zach Noe Towers, and the best dressed was Kelly and Crystal. I mean, I would go with Kelly. I mean, as much as I think Kelly can be super mean a lot of times, I do think she dresses nice, and she has a great body, but I mean, because I think he's joking. Allison says Jeff complains about Pol and Patrik all the time. Why are they even on there? I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone knows what a benefit is to be friends with Jeff Lewis, right? And Pol and Patrik on their own get invited to like celebrity things, and they're friends with what's her face? What's the lady that was on Beverly Hills that has the Halloween parties, the Christmas parties that Jeff goes through, the anti-hangover medicine that they have. Oh, I love guessing. Cecile says, I don't like guessing people's ages. Oh, Pol and Patrik. If I had to guess just based on sheer facts, I would have to think they're at least in their late 50s, early 60s. Adrian Malouf. Yes, thank you. I know. Yeah. The spiritual bubble says, remember when MJ used to spend the night at Jeff's and talk all night? I don't know that she did it a ton. I think she did it maybe 2 or 3 times. But yeah, I do think she misses that. But also I thought I'm like, you got a husband and a kid at home. Like, why are you? But I mean, is it any different than spending the night in a hotel? I guess not, and it saved her money, I guess. Saved him money from a hotel. But, Jeff can write that off. He can't write off a friend spending the night with him, I don't think, even if he has a business, right? Anyways, I thought it was interesting. Well, thank you so much for joining. If y'all are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We do this every weekday at 4:00 Eastern. I love it. I love y'all getting in comments. I see a lot of new names, a lot of OGs that have been around for years. Coming up in June will be 3 years that I've been going live on social media, chatting about reality TV and Jeff Lewis Live. So a lot of y'all have been there from the beginning, and I just thank you so much. It is so fun. If y'all celebrate Easter, if you celebrate Good Friday, happy Easter to you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend with your family and friends, or doing whatever you're doing. I hope you enjoy all the food, all the festivities, and of course, celebrating Jesus, who is risen. He is risen. He is risen indeed. Anyways. Okay. Oh, I love that. Tiva Tambo. What a compliment. Says it's the fastest hour in a day. And you know what I thought of one time? We go live for an hour with no commercial breaks. Really nobody calling in. So it's just us chatting for a straight up hour. Like Jeff has commercial breaks. Everyone else has commercial breaks. So anyways, it is a fast hour for sure. Anyways. Aw, so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, you'll have an amazing weekend. As you know, if you're a Royal Chumpette and you pay for the Instagram subscriber, we will not do our usual 7 p.m. Sunday Ask Me Anything. I will make it up probably Monday night. It's usually what I do. So we'll probably end up doing that Monday night. So let me look and make sure that's okay with my schedule. Yes. So we'll do it in April 21st. And you can join that anytime. Join as a subscriber. It's $4.99 a month, and you can cancel anytime. But if you join, you also get all the previous Ask Me Anythings. They all go up there as a thing. So anyways, okay. Bye, Chumpettes.